Welcome back, Flutter developers. Welcome to my channel about Flutter. In today's code recipe, we will be going over animated padding widget provided by Flutter. In last two videos, we talked about how to use the animated container and animated positioned widgets to animate the very same image that we are using in this video as well, or in this code recipe as well. So if you want to follow through what these things are, feel free to watch the last two. But just to review, these are the curves that we use to animate the type of animation we want to give to the padding. So what is a padding? Padding is actually the inset around a particular box right here, if you can say, or is in this case is an image. And again, it is a companion article for this particular code recipe as well on my blog. And what animated padding widget is? It's actually an animated version of the padding widget. And in case of animated container, that was an animated version of the container widget, and an animated positioned widget that was an animated version of the container widget. And all right, so in this article, again, you can see the curves, different curves. If you want to play around, these are the different type of curves. So it defines how your animation will start and end. And to make it simple, I have put all the things animation curves right here. So let's go back to the code recipe. So this is the app where I'm putting all my exploration around these animated widgets. So it's right here. And we are talking about the padding. And in padding, these are the insets. So so I have given two type of paddings, like two values of padding right now in this. So default, it starts with 8, which is, you can see it's very tiny right there. And if I update my padding, which is 20 is an updated value, it goes a little bit inside. So what is animation here is, so I have given a starting value of the inset and the ending value of the inset. And to transition from the starting inset to the destination inset, there is this effect that happens, the transition animation effect happens. This is what the animated padding widget does. It makes these things very simple for us. So in this deaccelerate curve, what happens is there's a little description here, like what it does. So it's a rate of changes that start quickly and then deaccelerates. And if you want to play around with different, like is in quad, so it's in cubic again. These are the coordinates of starting and the ending positions. And so it starts from here and ends from here, and it toggles. So every time it gets toggles right now. Okay, so let's see how the animated padding code looks like. And let's go back to our code recipe code. And here's the animated padding. And in animated padding, this is an widget, and widget has a padding, a duration, and the curve. As you can see, the durational curve is very similar to what we saw in animated positioned and animated container widgets as well. So the variable factor here is the padding. So that's why this padding value is kept in a variable. And again, we have to use the stateful widget in this case also, because we need to maintain the state change that occurred during the starting and the ending parameter. So let's see how this code whole looks like. So in here, the selected is the Boolean flag that keeps track of whether it's selected or not selected. And the padding value is the default and what it became. So every time it's changed, right here, it's changed. So if it's the default is 8, and if it's toggled, it is 20. So it becomes bigger inset. And So again, this is the source and this is the destination, the very first time when we try. And the transition happens over the course of 2 seconds. And the curve it uses, the linear, or provided or chosen by us using the drop down menu. And the same thing happens. So either you can have a gesture detector here, or you can have the raise button here, a raise button which is update padding that is at the bottom. It both does the same thing, and it toggles every time. So actually, it does the padding value 40 here. So that's fun. And here it does the animated padding in the gesture 20. So let's see how they look different then. So if I click on this, this will give me bigger padding the next time. So if I give this, it will actually give bigger. And if I click on this, and this will be 20. So that's the difference. So more padding difference you will give, the smaller image will be, or it will have more space around it. The inset will be bigger. So, and you can play around with different type of animations here. So we have lots of animation here like curve, and you can choose which is best in your case. I really like this elastic one. It's fun to play with because it's really goes like up like an elastic component to it. And let's see what happens here. Okay, so it takes a minute to go and it goes quickly. So while overshooting, it bounces. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it's to play around with that as much as you want, and then find a one that fits your needs. And the only two things you may have to remember is the one thing it has to go in the stateful widget, and another thing these widgets are very good in implementing the very simple cases like where you need the animation like this. And if you want more custom animation, I would recommend using the animation controller as we do for implementing the more complex animation. Then I will see you in the next videos, and let me know if you want to make more videos about the different type of topics or the feedbacks and comments about the existing videos, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Till then, bye.